Hi guys, my name is Christine and I'm a dating, relationship and personal development coach, and today I'm talking about how women show interest. So one of my recent videos got a lot of attention on how women show interest without words. So this is another video on that topic because that seems to be what everybody wants. Okay, so that's what we're going to be talking about today, but we're going to be going into not just without words but also with words too. Okay, so this is more like a overview rather than a specific video, because that one was more specific because it's about how women show interest without words. So this one's got everything in it, the whole enchilada basically. So the first thing that we're going to get into is proximity. So if a woman is interested in you, one of the ways that she will show interest, and sometimes she will show this without even knowing, so it's one of those without words kind of thing, is she will want to be closer to you in some way. So if you know this woman at school, if you're still a student, or you're still going to college or something like that, or if you go to work with a woman, if she likes you or she's beginning to like you, what you'll find is she will try to get closer to you. So for example, if she's supposed to be, on the other side of the building, right? But she always ends up around where you are, where you're working, or where you're hanging out at school, and she's usually completely somewhere different, and she's suddenly showing up quite oftenly where you are hanging out and where you are based. It's a sign that she is trying to get closer to you in some way. Now, another way that women show proximity is when you're talking to a woman. She likes you, what she'll do is she'll be quite close to you. She will want to be up in your space, basically, because if a woman's attracted to you, then you're literally like a magnet, and she is wanting, and that's basically what you got to visualize here. When someone is attracted to you, when a woman's attracted to you, she's going to want to be closer to you as if you are a magnet, okay? So maybe, let's say a couple of weeks ago, you were sort of like a sensible distance from each other whenever you were talking, and now she's like, hi, right up in your space. Sorry, that was probably way too close. I apologize for that. So you got to look at proximity. Okay, so if she's getting closer to you, okay, and even in terms of the way that she's communicating with you as well, like if she is in proximity, like talking more about herself, she's talking more, she wants to know more about you, things are getting more intimate in that sort of way as well. So you've got to really pay attention to proximity. So that's the first way that I want to talk about proximity. Okay, so that's one of the first things you've got to think about when it comes to women and how they show interest. So the next one is exclusivity. Okay, now what this means is, yeah, it's great if she is, right up in your space and she's talking to you and maybe she's touching you a lot, maybe she's touching your arm and things like that. But you got to notice whether or not she does this just with you, or if it's just her personality and she does this with everybody. So you've got to take a bit of a step back, be a little bit more self-aware and aware of what she's doing, and notice how she interacts with everybody. Okay, so let's say it's at lunchtime, or maybe it's, when you're doing some work and maybe she's around, whatever it may be. Look how she talks to other people too. And if she talks to them pretty much in the exact same way that she talks to you, then it could be that's just part of her personality and that's just who she is as a person. But if she is then behaving just like this with you, and she's getting up close to you and her proximity is really close to you, she's touching your arm, she's only doing that to you, then it's more likely that she's interested in you because she's showing you special treatment. She's doing things exclusively for you, and she's treating you exclusively different than everybody else who she's interacting with, and all the other guys that she may be interacting with and talking to, or has to talk to on a daily basis because she works with them. Okay, so look for exclusivity behavior. Is she treating you differently than everybody else in a positive way? Okay, because it could be as well that she's exclusively treating you in a bad way, as in like maybe she ignores you, or whenever you come up to her, she sort of turns away from you because she doesn't want to interact with you in any way. So as long as it's positive, right? If she's showing positive signs, like she wants to talk to you, she's up and close in your personal space, you may be playfully like hitting each other and, teasing each other and stuff, and the way that she talks and the way that maybe she's flirting with you, maybe as you notice her body language and she's like curling, like messing with her hair, or she's like tugging at her clothes to try and make herself look more presentable. If she's doing those things just for you, Could mean that she likes you. She's showing interest without even realizing it, okay? Or she could be if she's actually verbally flirting with you. But again, does she flirt with everybody? Because it might just be her personality. That just might be who she is as a person. But if she's flirting and saying flirty things just to you, then it's a sign that she's showing interest in you. So the next thing that I want to talk about is attention. Okay, so attention is again, like you got to think about exclusivity as well. Is she exclusively giving you attention? So for example, let's say she's quite a shy person, and yet she's not as shy when she's around you, and she gives you a lot of her attention, and perhaps she doesn't give anyone else much of her attention. So attention is that. So when she's seeing you, she wants to hang out with you the most. She wants to talk to you the most. She's giving you that kind of attention. And also she might give you attention outside of work or school or whatever environment you know her in, and she's messaging you and she's reaching out to you. So she's giving you that kind of attention too. So she might be sending you memes, sending you reels, something, things that she might think that you would find funny. Perhaps she sends you recommendations for, movies to watch or TV shows to watch, things like that, helpful tips on YouTube or something like that. Maybe she does that. She gives you attention. But again, you've got to link it back to exclusivity. Has she got a bunch of guys or friends that she's doing this with? Or is it just you? Now, that might be a trickier one to find out. But I guess you could find out, like, let's say you are really close. Let's say she's in your friendship group, okay? And there are other people in your friendship group. When you're with one of those other friends that she's also friends with, and you know that they've got like maybe similar humor to you and this girl, you and this woman, then you could say like, so-and-so, Daisy sent me this reel the other day. What do you think of it? And if they say, oh yeah, she sent that to me too, right, then maybe, right, then she just sends that to everybody, okay? But again, so that's what you're looking for. You're looking for exclusivity. But you can fish, right? You can do things like to see if other people are getting the same treatment as her, especially if she sends you things like memes and reels and stuff, and you can say, oh yeah, Daisy sent me this, what do you think of this? This is really funny, or whatever it may be, right? And it's just one of those subtle ways you could find out if she's sent the same thing to other people and if she's treating you exclusively different, okay? So look for if she's giving you attention. So this isn't released yet for the members of my YouTube group, but what is going to be available on my website when this video is uploaded and published is there's going to be a course on my website, okay? And it's called Dating Basics for Men. It's about an hour long. It's in a very similar style to this video. Now, it's not necessary for you to get it because pretty much all of my dating information is in this book, Attracting the Beautiful Woman of Your Dreams, which you can read for free on my website. Okay, so that's all of my knowledge basically on dating in a book that you can read completely for free on my website. But I have made a course if you want to get all of the knowledge in one video rather than reading the book and watching multiple videos, which you can purchase. Now, you don't have to, like I said, because you can just read the book, which you can read for free. You don't need to log into the website to read this book. You don't have to sign up for anything. So if you can't afford to buy coaching with me, which you can also do at www.christineloveridge.com, and that's where the course is going to be too, and that's where this book is, then you can do as well. But again, like I know the economy is really bad, so you can just get everything that you need from this book and obviously from my free YouTube videos. But if you do want to buy the hour-long course, then you can do so on my website. People have been asking for it for a while, and so I've finally done it, okay? But like I said, you don't have to buy it. It's not necessary because all of my knowledge are in my videos and in the book too, okay? It's just one of those things that people have asked for, so it's there, but it's not necessary, okay? Because a lot of people, when they make courses online, this is what I've seen, they make it sound like, oh, you need to watch this, okay? Because if you watch this, it's going to change your world. It's going to change everything. And it's exclusive, and it's basically got secret information. I promise you that in the Dating Basics for Men course on my website, there is nothing new in there that I don't already talk about. It's just more of a concise video that is literally solely about dating basics, okay? which again, you'll be able to purchase right now if you want to on my website. All you have to do is go to www.christineloveridge.com. But again, if you can't afford it, don't worry. I know the economy's crap. Just read the book for free, which you can do on my website. And I shall talk to you guys again soon. Okay, so take care. Bye-bye.